Hello, my daring Sagittarius. Happy Aquarius season. I trust that you've been doing well and that you're expanding and growing at a fabulous rate. When I was channeling Sagittarius, the first thing that came through was this energy of a hiker on a mountain, and it was very succinct and it was going at a very incremental pace, but it wasn't trying to just rush up the mountain and bypass everything. You were growing and going up that mountain at a steady rate where you were exceeding expectations and you were challenging yourself, but you were able still to look back and enjoy the view and see things even potentially from a different vantage point than before, because you're not just focused on climbing up the mountain as fast as you can or trying to be performative, like showcase what you can do on this mountain. It's like, no, I'm just committed to my growth and honoring myself along the way. So I thought that was quite beautiful in terms of reaching new heights, but also doing so from maybe a different mindset. There's also this energy too of a flower. It looked like a rose more so than anything. But sometimes I see things, it's like, is this a flower? Is it like a tulip? Is it a rose? Is it like a hybrid? Is it like a new flower that hasn't even been created yet? Anyway, it was a flower that was in bloom, where it's kind of like this flower was spinning and the petals revealing itself. So it's almost like that phrase, turning over a new leaf, or you're finally able to open up, or that things are finally getting easier where you can just breathe a little bit. That was all coming through very succinctly as well. And I mean, that South Node just left Sagittarius at the end of Capricorn season, I believe, or right near the beginning of Aquarius season. So it's like the 19th of January. But with that South Node leaving Sagittarius, I'm sure a lot of you will feel a levity, or that there isn't this intensity or this release or purging that is taking place for so long. So that will be nice. And even randomly, watermelon came through with the channeled message. So if you're able to get your hands on watermelon or watermelon juice, or just maybe even if you see a watermelon when you're scrolling on social media or just in life, wherever that may be, it might just be like a little wink or a nod from the universe that you're on the right track, okay? And also maybe if you just want to buy yourself flowers for your home, that could also be a nice reference or symbology around growth and expansion that's imminent with this Aquarius season. So the first three cards that I pulled for you, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. This is very interesting to me. When I was looking at this, the Knight of Pentacles with the Ten of Swords, it's almost like an offer that you've been waiting for may not come through. Or let's say you're really hoping on a certain job. It's like, this isn't going to come through, or you have to let go of it for something that's even better with the Ace of Swords, with this new idea, new inspiration. It's like you're just waiting on money or this job or this lover, or kind of like a sign or a message from someone. But the universe is like, that was the old you. Maybe you were manifesting that or wanting that situation, that job or that lover, but that's no longer who you are. You've grown so much. It's like, and this is obviously not going to be for everyone, but for some of you, if you're waiting on something, a job, an offer of money, specifically with that Knight of Pentacles, asking yourself if it's in alignment with not only where you are now, but the growth and the evolution that's taking place. It's almost like, are you dreaming big enough? Is that Knight of Pentacles, that messenger that you're waiting for, actually going to lead to further expansion? Or is it just going to be good for now? Or maybe you're just going to like kind of sit on that mountain and not feel motivated to climb anymore because you're like, okay, well, I got high enough. Like, this is good. I'll just walk back down. No, you want to get to the height of it. You want to get to the top of the top, making all of your dreams come true. This can also be too, in a sense, that with the Knight of Pentacles, there can be this routine, mundane energy that can come through with the Knight of Pentacles of like always being diligent with your practices and chores or certain things that need to be done. It almost feels like it's like, I just can't keep doing the same thing over and over again. Like going to the same 9 to 5, coming back home, going to the gym, hanging out with my partner. It's like, this isn't enough for me anymore. Doing the same things over and over and over again. I need a change. I need to grow. I need to do something different, which is very Sagittarius energy, right? Mutable fire, really can't be contained. It needs to be able to grow and to spread. And so there may be just the ending of a contract, of an offer, of a relationship that no longer is serving you. And by ending that, you are now going to be open to new ideas, new influences, new thoughts. Again, remember, Aquarius is fixed air. So this air energy coming in to bless you, to inspire you, to allow you to reach new heights. And just in general, too, the Ten of Swords is kind of like the ending in general. And it can also be the ending of negative thoughts that are debilitating you from growth. So maybe you're waiting on that Nine of Pentacles offer and you're like, where is it? I'm doing everything right. I'm manifesting. I'm doing what I should be doing. But there's still a thought that's allowing you to repeat old patterns or old thoughts that are keeping you down before that Ace of Swords, that new beginning can come through. So it's going to manifest differently for everyone, but just kind of keep stock on what needs to die or be let go to allow this new chapter, that new bloom evolution to come through. Because in the next three cards, we have the Judgment with the Seven of Cups, and then we also have the Two of Cups. Especially for those of you who are manifesting love or greater relationships, this is a very good sign. So Judgment, this is very retrograde energy to me. Remember that we still have Venus in retrograde until the 29th of January. Mercury is in retrograde until the 3rd of February. So with the Judgment, there can sometimes be needing to do something over or something coming back across your desk for a revision or for a second chance, or you really just being tested by the universe to see if you're going to have the discernment, the critical eye, and the knowledge to overcome something that maybe before kept you small. And this again is kind of going back to that Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Swords energy. Are you just going to keep doing things the same way again and again and again? Or are you going to listen to that intuition, going to listen to that new thought that comes in so that you can address this situation from a greater vantage point? Again, I think it was very interesting that that mountain channeled energy came through, and maybe now you're at a higher position, whether that's physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, doesn't matter, to see things from a different light or from a different vantage point, that now you know it's like, I'm not just going to keep repeating the same cycle over and over and over again, or I'm not going to go back to this job or this relationship because I know better. Or sometimes it might just be that you've had this thought, this Ace of Swords energy of what you need to do or what you've been called to do, but maybe you ignored that in the past. Maybe you ignored that calling for whatever reason. And now the universe is like, I am calling you to do this again. Are you going to listen, or are you going to operate maybe in fear or scarcity, that by pursuing this, even if maybe it's not what you want or what feels resonant? And again, what is intuition and what is fear can sometimes be tricky to discern. But with regards to alignment, and when you're doing manifestation or when you're really being conscious of your energies, what comes through is usually still on the path of what you are working towards in this lifetime, or what brings you joy, or what's part of that internal mission statement. The universe isn't going to give you some left field offer or mindset. It's usually in alignment with what you know needs to be done. It maybe just isn't in the order that you'd like it to be. Or maybe you really want a relationship, but the universe is like, there's this beautiful expansion in career, or I'm calling you to grow in this area, and trust that it'll give you the gifts needed to approach a loving relationship in a greater way, if that makes sense. So that's what it feels like to me, is like this calling, this energy from the universe may also cause you to be in your head, or it's like, well, now I have so many options. There's my current job and my current relationship, but now I'm feeling called to do this, and then I could do that, and what about this? And it may just cause a little bit of overwhelm with the Seven of Cups. So this can also be too, that as you're growing and as you're expanding and reaching new heights, that energetically people can tell when we're leveling up and evolving. And you may just have a plethora of options with regards to lovers, or new collaborations, or new connections that are coming through. And I think that's really the consensus of this reading, is shedding and releasing and letting go of old paradigms, old relationships, of stagnant energy that's not serving us. A very retrograde energy to make space for new thoughts, revelations that are maybe presented for a second time, which then also can lead to greater relationships and collaboration and love as well. So really the only thing holding you back here, Sagittarius, is yourself and your ego, like most things, but it's really succinct here, and really taking that time to be still, whether it's through breath work or yoga or meditation, or just going for a walk, or having that time every single day to be open to these new channeled ideas, new inspiration, new thoughts, so that we can be in a really great space to welcome in better, more aligned relationships. Sometimes the Two of Cups can also symbolize marriage as well. So potentially making yourself open or more available to more harmonious relationships, or maybe even an engagement coming through this Aquarius season. The Valentine's Day this year, we have Mars and Venus conjunct. So spicy energy. I think a lot of people in general are going to be thinking about relationships in a different way. And so this is a little heads up that for situations, lovers, or energies that are no longer serving you, letting them go because new thoughts and downloads are trying to come through at this time, okay? Excellent. So that is my general reading for you all for this Aquarius season. If this reading resonated and you want to say thank you, all tips and donations are greatly appreciated to support the content creation here at Stillwater Alchemy. I'll leave our PayPal link below in the comments. If you would like a greater scope to understand what's going on this Aquarius season, of course, you can watch your rising sign and your moon sign Tarotscopes as well. And currently our books are closed until April, spring of this year. However, I do now have one more space open for anyone who's looking for long-term commitment with regards to coaching and mentorship. So if you are curious about learning more, you can go to our website, click the Contact Us page, and send us a message about what you're looking for, and we can provide more information moving forward, okay? Excellent. Have a beautiful Aquarius season. Enjoy all these retrogrades wrapping up and new downloads coming through. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.